Alright, it's time for the second half of this level. And also the second episode of this DLC.
Princess, you go on. We'll cover you. You have to set those charges.
Understood. And thank you.
So this part is basically about chasing Leia. But first we have some rebels to take care of. So basically all you need to do here is destroy all the rebels while watching out for the turret. Because as soon as you've killed everyone here, you can actually go in and deal with the turrets. There we go. So now we don't have to worry about that turret and we can just focus on these Imperial troopers. So here we have where most of my first playthrough deaths occurred. And as you can see we have some familiar faces. Some stormtroopers. Sadly, news of someone with two lightsabers looking the way we do, destroying many Imperial troopers, have reached those troopers and they don't see us as a friend. So yeah, you have no ally in this. So yeah, just in case you felt like, oh, this feels so weird, destroying the rebels instead of the stormtroopers. Well, we have to destroy stormtroopers as well. And the fun thing is, they're actually fighting the rebels, so you can basically kill steal a lot here. Yeah, watch out for that missile barrage. So just dash through it as fast as you can. And nothing over there, nothing over there. So instead, we're gonna check all around. There is one holocron that I can spot, but I don't know how to get to. Now, those electrical currents on the floor isn't insta-kill. They will only stun you and deal a crap ton of damage to you. And there is no way to get through there, even though it clearly looks like we should be able to. Instead you have to go through here. You lift that up, and I think you can chuck it to make it go slower. Anyway, that's the way you deal with those places, because inside there, those electrical currents inside these battery containers or whatever they are, those are insta-kill. So we have to fight our way through here against both rebel troops and the Imperial troops in order to reach Leia and stop her from setting the charges. Because if we fail, they will bring down the shields to the Death Star, and the Death Star will blow up. Sadly, there was no way to see that, else that would have been the perfect like game over screen if you die. So also, if you jump down here, Holocron is a new costume. I think it's only it's only costumes that you can get from the red holocrons here. And that place has nothing to fix with. That one has. Now what sucks here is that I am not fast enough to get through here. So that thing just destroyed me completely. But luckily, even if you die, you still keep the holocron that you just picked up. So that's a good thing. Now the costume we got is the Rebel Sniper. Now there are some costumes that I know that you can get from DLC packs. And they will basically be in there like from the moment you start the game if you get them. So, but I think it's mainly like a big DLC pack for like costumes you get from beating certain things in the game or getting certain holocrons. So not really much. So now we're gonna make a leap down here and join in this fight. And that rebel trooper picked the worst hiding spot. I mean, shouldn't it be like the first thing new recruits learn, not to hide behind explosive canisters? I mean, to my knowledge, I mean, the Imperial troopers are dumb, but to my knowledge, none of them have been hiding, like, there. It's weird. That one has nothing. Instead it's this one, so quickly bring that up, let it go through, before it starts again. That holocron up there, I have no idea how to get that. And yes, I did try to blast the thing that is next to me, but it doesn't work. And I did try to use this, but when it's lying down, you can jump on it, and you have snipers and everything else around you, so it can be a bit weird. And yes, this is actually the way through, so what I meant with destroying and not working is it didn't lead up to that holocron. So we have no way of going through there, and no way of going through there. So instead we're going to go through here, and breaking those to deal with that. Sadly, I pull a dumb here, because I thought that actually turned off that inside of there, so it didn't. It only turned off the gate so we can move forward. Someday I might replay this DLC onto this point and see if I can actually make a way up there. And if I do, I will of course record me getting and showing off the holocron. Now the electrical currents on the floor here is pretty easy to dodge. Sadly, the game stuns you a bit after when you would do force actions and whatnot, so it's really hard to actually fix that. And yes, you can use the mind trick to trick the rebels to fight for you. Now another thing that sucks is that even though I have the brightness on max, It's still fairly dark around here, so that could be why I couldn't really find any good way up there, even though it might have been super obvious. And even though this looks like a way up there, it isn't. And we gotta play some Donkey Kong, or Donkey Kong with explosive barrels. You know, that would have really helped Donkey Kong get rid of Mario. I mean, if he only used explosive barrels, like... he would have been able to keep Pauline to himself if he would have used that. Now the way forward is down here. And there is no way up. So if you miss something, you have missed it completely. Unless you replay the chapter. And yes, you can electrocute the thing when you pull it down to make sure that the barrels doesn't fall on you. And, well, we've killed everyone here, so it's time to move forward to face the boss.